Example 3. Kate assembles dresses in a factory that makes dresses for designer boutiques. She is paid a piecework rate of $85 per unit or per piece produced. She does not get paid per hour. She gets paid per piece, per dress. Yesterday she made 3 dresses. So how much did she earn? So she only gets paid per dress. So we know how many dresses she made. And each one of those dresses, she earns $85. So how many dresses did she make? It said she made 3 dresses. How much did she make per dress? She made $85 per dress. So what is 3 times 85? It is 255. That's not your final answer. How much did she earn? Meaning this is supposed to be money. So she made $255.00. You write the decimal, it says dollars, and these are my cents. And this is how much she earned on the 3 dresses. Let's go ahead and check your understanding. Martin writes magazine articles. He is paid a rate of P dollars, and it's for each article that he writes. Last year he wrote S articles. So for every single one of the S articles, he made P dollars. What is his piecework earnings? How many articles did he write? And every single one of those articles, he made a certain rate. So how many articles? It said that he wrote S articles. And for every single one of those S articles, he made P dollars. So we have S being multiplied to P. What is S times P? It is PS because it has to be in alphabetical order. And what does this represent? This is his earnings. Example 4. Tony picks strawberries and gets paid at a piecework rate of 45 cents per container for the first 200 containers. Then he receives 65 cents for every container after the 200. So this is another 2 payment plan. So for the first 200, it said that he made 45 cents per. But then after that, he had his second set, but his second set was everything after the 200. So after the 200, how much did he make? It said that he made 65 cents per container. So for the first 200, he made 45 cents. 45 cents looks like this in money. The second set is whatever was after the 200. So the remainder. He did a total of 270, but we already counted the first 200. So this right here is the remainder after the 200. And we're going to multiply that by the 65 cents that he made per. So we have 200 being multiplied to 0.45. So he got paid for the first 200. Now we have to figure out how much he get paid for the remainder. So for the remainder 70, he got paid 65 cents. 200 times 45 cents each is $90. The 70, 65 cents each, is $45.50. Add these together, you get 135.5. That's your answer, but it's not your final finished answer. How much did he earn? He earned $135.50. I need the decimal for dollars, and I need the 2 place values for cents. And what was this? This was his money earned. Let's go ahead and check your understanding. Brianna picks tomatoes on a local farm. She receives 11 cents per crate. Last week, her total piecework earnings was X dollars. Express the number of crates that she picked algebraically. So this one's going backwards. So we have a total. We know what her total earned was. How did you get that total earned? You had the number of crates that she picked, and you got 11 cents per crate. This is how much you would have figured out her total ending. We know that she got 11 cents per crate. We do not know how many crates she got. That is what we're trying to figure out. We know that she earned X dollars. So this over here, she earned X dollars total. We do not know the number of crates that she picked, but we do know that she made 11 cents per crate. So to figure out the number of crates, it's connected by multiplication, so we're going to undo both sides by division. So our answer for the number of crates is her X dollar total divided by the 11 cents each. Example 5. Glassman Chevrolet pays commission to its car salesperson. They are paid at a percent of the profit the dealership makes on the car, not on the selling price of the car. So they only get paid commission on the profit, not on the total price of the car. If the profit is under, that's supposed to be a dollar sign. If the profit is under $750, the commission rate is 20%. If the profit is at least $750 and is less than or equal to $1,000, the commission rate is 22%. If the profit is above $1,000, it has a different profit rate. It says to represent this as a piecewise function, and it says to represent it as C of X. So here's my cost per X, and the X is going to represent the profit. So I read 3 if statements. So I'm going to have 3 different things here. So the first one, if the profit is less than $750. So when my X is the profit, because we're trying to figure out the commission based on the profit. So if my profit was less than $750, so if this X right here, if the X is less than $750, you cannot leave it like this. Less than this means I could have gone into negatives. Your profit cannot be negative. So we need to make sure that it ends at 0. So if my profit is between nothing and $750, it said that my commission rate was 20%. So that means that I earned 20% on whatever the profit was. This is statement number 1. Statement number 2, it says if the profit is at least $750, but it's also less than or equal to $1,000. So we're looking at our profit. It says it's at least $750, which meant that is the smallest it could get. So $750 is the smallest it could get. But it says it still has to be less than or equal to $1,000. So here's less than or equal to $1,000. So if that was my profit, it says my commission rate was 22% of the profit. So that meant I got paid 22% of whatever the X profit was. This is payment plan number 2. There was one last if. Payment plan number 3. If the profit is above $1,000, so my profit was X. If it was greater than $1,000, it said that my rate, my commission rate, was 25% of the profit. So 25% of the X profit. These are my 3 different payment plans for my salesperson. And that's all it asked me to do. So that is our final answer. Let's go ahead and check for understanding. Find the difference between the commission paid if Glassman Chevrolet salesman from example 5, the piecewise function we just did, if he sells a car for $750 profit compared to selling the car for $749 profit, and wants to know what the difference is. So let's pretend that you had a $750 profit, figure it out, and then let's figure out we had a $749 profit, and then let's figure out what the commission is on these two. So if my profit is $750, you're saying that X is $750. So if X was $750, according to the piecewise up here, this is not equal to. So you cannot use this equation. This is the equal to $750. So this is the equation that we are going to use if you had a $750 profit. So if X was $750, you had to use this equation. So we had 22% of the profit. 22% of $750 is $165, and this is commission. Well, what if the profit, meaning the X, was $749 instead? So let's see, on the piecewise function we wrote, $749 is smaller than $750. So this would be the equation that we would be using. So that meant that we are supposed to be using the 20% commission rate. So 20% of the $749. This is $149.8. This is how much commission that he would have earned if he sold the car for that much. Now, the question didn't ask what these were. The question said, find the difference. So if he made $165 selling it for $750, but only made $749.8 when he sold it for $749. The difference is a $15.20 difference. So this is how much difference he would get paid for a $1 difference profit. So this right here is the difference in commission. If he had sold the car for just $1 more, he would have made $15 more in commission. Example number 6. Joyce works at Coronado's Furniture. She's paid on commission. She receives 10% for the first $900 in sales, and then she'll get 15% for the balance of her sales. Last week, she earned $750 in commission. What was the total value of the furniture that she sold? So we don't know how much furniture she sold. All we know is how much her commission was. So what do we know? We know that for the first set, so the first set of $900, she earns 10%. We then know that the remainder, whatever the remainder is, that she makes 15%. And this is what her commission would be. For the first $900, so for the first $900, she made 10%. For the remainder, well, to be able to find the remainder, we had to know how much furniture she sold. We don't know how much furniture she sold. So we're going to say that she sold X amount of furniture. If we remove the 900 that we already used in our calculation, that would be our remainder. Multiply that remainder by 15%, it gives us her total commission, which we know her commission to be $750. So we are going to let X be the furniture she sold. So we have an equation that we need to solve. So 900 times 0.10 is 90. Add that to, I can't figure out what this parenthesis is, but I have a parenthesis being multiplied to a parenthesis. So we have to use the distribution method. So 0.15 times x is 0.15x. 0.15 times a negative 900 is a minus 135. This gives us the $750 total. I'm trying to solve for x. Combining like terms, I had a 90 and a negative 135 on the same side of the equal sign, which meant I really had a negative 45 total, and that was a positive 0.15x. I need to solve for x, so I have to add the 45 to each side. So 0.15x equals the 750 plus the 45 gives me 795. Divide both sides by the 0.15. I need to give an x to equal 5300 on my calculator. So what does that mean? I wanted to know what was the total value of the furniture sold. So she sold $5,300 worth of furniture. Let's go ahead and check your understanding. Lauren is a salesperson at Coast Lowe's Tires. She's paid monthly commission. She receives 6% on the first $1,000. So for the first $1,000, we know that she earns 6%. For the remainder, it says that she will earn 11%. This will be her monthly commission. Today, she earned $203. So we know that her commission today is $203. How much does she sell in tires? So I know for the first 1,000, she will get 6%. I do not know what the remainder is because I don't know how much she sold. So we're going to say X is how much she sold, but I have to remove the 1,000 from it because we already used it, and that needs to be multiplied by the 11%. That gives us her monthly commission, which we already know to be $203. 1,000 times 0.06 is 60. I cannot figure out what this parenthesis is because this is the variable. So I'm going to use the distribution method because I have a parenthesis multiplied to a parenthesis. So 0.11 times x is 0.11x. 0.11 times a negative 1,000 is minus 110. That gives us the $203. I see on the same exact side of the equal sign, I have like terms that I can combine. 60 minus 110 gives me the minus 50. We still have the plus 0.11x. I need to get x by itself. So we're going to add the 50 to each side. So 0.11x equaling 253. It's connected by multiplication. We undo multiplication by division, so I'm dividing. So x is 253 divided by 0.11 gives me 2300. Now what does this mean? It asks what the total value of tires sold. So she sold $2,300 worth of tires. Make sure I see the comma for the place value and the decimal for dollars in my cents. This is total value of tires sold.